The man was walking through his backyard, his dog just ahead of him. It was a nice morning walk. No wind on the air, no rain, just the purest sunshine coming down from the sky. It was a t-shirt and jeans kind of day. A day for doing exactly what he was doing. Jacob had always thought that when the weather conditions were perfect, everybody should take a walk outside. Enjoy the sunshine, take a load off. It's just about the best thing you can do, really. He was smiling, about to turn around and walk back around to the house, completing his second lap, when the dog barked and took off, sprinting down an alternate path that led to the woods behind the house.
Snowball! Hey, Snowball!
It was too late, though. The dog had already made its way around the corner of the path and out of sight. Cursing, Jacob ran after him, an internal monologue running through his head.
Goddamn dog. He's always running off somewhere. Why can't he just be the good type of dog? Sure, running is okay, but for God's sake, I'm a 50-year-old man. Give me a break. Maybe he's heading for the creek further down the hill. It's in the middle of that thicket of trees and it's a hot day. If I know Snowball, that's exactly where he's going.
He followed the track Snowball had run, first walking down the grass-covered hill, then entering the small forest. He started to look around, trying to see the black and white, four-legged creature. No luck.
Snowball!
Nothing. He rolled his eyes, annoyed. Where was this damn dog? Asking the question would get him nowhere. He headed off in the direction of the creek. It was the only place he could think of finding his furry friend. If Snowball wasn't down there, well, he was just deciding to have a quest in the woods. For a man's best friend, the creature didn't really know how to do humans any favors. Make them walk all the way down the hill and don't come when they are called? Yep, man's best friend, all right. After 2 minutes or so of walking, Jacob reached the creek, and still no Snowball. Sighing, he leant against a nearby tree.
Come on, Snowball. No treats unless you come now.
He knew it was a cruel thing to do, bribing the dog to do what you want in exchange for a treat, but it seemed at that moment that doing just that was his best option. A couple of seconds of silence went by, and a bark sounded out somewhere to the left of him. Smiling, more out of relief than anything else, he took off in the direction of Snowball.
Well, at least I won't have to spend more than an hour looking for you this time. Remember when you ran off down to the train station? Yeah, you probably don't, do you? Well, you know, I remember. And I remember well. And I tell you, if you ever decide to act out your fantasies as a dog on a quest again...
Jacob had been talking to the dog as he had been making his way towards the barking sounds, but now he stopped, shutting his mouth as he saw Snowball come out from behind a tree, his tail wagging in the air happily, and his face covered in dirt.
How did you already dig enough to get covered in dirt? Honestly, Snowball, you know what? I'll walk you back to the creek. You can...
Following the dog as it turned from him, the animal was soon back to the digging. However, the man fell silent as he saw the hole that the dog had been digging. Only just visible was what looked to be the outline of something inside.
What have you found, boy?
Kneeling down, the man took a closer look, digging with his hand, trying to uncover more of the treasure inside. As the dirt subsided, Jacob uncovered a brief section of the thing that had been buried there. As soon as he saw it, fear gripped his heart, and he looked back up in the direction of his house. He had uncovered a skeleton, and by the look of it, the person had been a female. Snowball had dug up human remains. The blue dress she had worn was still half clinging to her, trying its best in its rotted-away state to stay the way she had worn it the day of her death.
What am I gonna do?
Thoughts raced through the man's head. How was he going to deal with this? What if his family found it? He didn't want to cause alarm. Police were out of the question. He would be put down as a suspect. Soon enough, however, the fear turned to annoyance, and he turned back to face his dog, a sigh escaping from his lips.
Damn it, Snowball,
he said, getting back up.
If we leave it like this, somebody is going to find it.
Jacob kicked some dirt back into the hole and bent over, pulling Snowball's leash from his pocket and putting it on his collar.
Thanks to you, I'm going to have to rebury her now.
Looking back down at the body, he noticed the newspaper clipping he had put there when he had been burying her 6 months before, and read the headline at the top.
Catherine Jones, 22, missing. Well, we certainly did our job right, didn't we, boy?
In response, the dog looked back up at his owner and wagged his tail happily.